warning issued over Cathy Engelbert's misleading offer to Caitlin Clark and WNBA players to end the dispute. With the WNBA facing a second major deadline in its effort to finalize the new collective bargaining agreement, more details are emerging about the league's latest proposal, and the reaction from players suggests that the fight over pay equity is far from settled. The league and the Players Association agreed last month to a 30-day extension after failing to reach a deal by the original October 31st cutoff. Now, as November 30 approaches, a clearer picture is forming of what the WNBA is willing to offer and why players believe the headline numbers are misleading. According to reporting from Annie Costabile of Front Office Sports, the league has floated a potential max contract that could reach roughly $1 million. That figure immediately generated buzz, suggesting that the WNBA was prepared to usher in a substantial leap in top-tier player compensation. But multiple sources involved in negotiations told Costabile that the reality is far more complicated. Multiple sources familiar with the league's labor negotiations said that the numbers are misleading. While salaries can reach a maximum of more than $1.1 million in the league's offer, the base Supermax contract would still pay between $800,000 and $850,000 annually, as was the case in early October, Costabile noted. The $1.1 million figure represents combined earnings from a base salary and additional potential revenue sharing, the league source said. Under the league's offer, no player would sign a contract in 2026 with a base salary of $1.1 million, with the bulk of the headline number dependent on whether the league reaches specific revenue thresholds. Players have indicated that tying their max salary to revenue targets they cannot control feels less like a raise and more like a gamble. Player frustration has shaped the tone of negotiations. The tension surrounding the CBA talks has been building for months and surfaced publicly in September when Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier used her exit interview to sharply criticize the league's approach to compensation. WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert acknowledged the remarks but expressed disappointment in the tone, underscoring how strained the relationship had become. The conversation grew even louder on one of the league's biggest stages. During WNBA All-Star Weekend, fans chanted, "Pay them," as Engelbert prepared to hand out the MVP award. Players joined the call with a coordinated message of their own, wearing warm-up shirts emblazoned with, "Pay us what you owe us." It was a moment that captured both the frustration and the unity surrounding the issue.